Rúben Amorim admits future at Manchester United in doubt. Amid historic decline. If we start like this again, I should leave. As Manchester United slip further into one of the darkest periods in their modern history, manager Rúben Amorim has openly questioned his future at the club, delivering one of the most sobering assessments yet of the current crisis at Old Trafford. Following a dismal 2-0 home defeat to West Ham United, Amorim admitted that if the club carries its current form into next season, he may have to step aside. We need to be brave this summer. If the same feeling is still here when the season starts, I should give space to different people, the Portuguese coach said in a brutally honest post-match press conference. A season to forget at Old Trafford Saturdays. Loss was just the latest chapter in a historically poor campaign for Manchester United. West Ham, who had gone 8 matches without a win, looked sharper, more motivated, and ultimately far more dangerous. Their win at Old Trafford was their first league triumph there since the 2006-07 season, ending a 16-game drought on United's home turf. For United, the defeat represented far more than just 3 lost points. It was symbolic of a deeper cultural and systemic rot, something Amorim made clear when he said, "We are losing the feeling that we are a massive club. It should feel like the end of the world when Manchester United lose at home, and it doesn't." The result left United in 16th place in the Premier League, with only the 3 already relegated teams and Europa League final opponents Tottenham Hotspur below them. Embarrassed by the Premier League, Table asked what he thought of United's league standing. Amorim was blunt: embarrassed. That word hung in the air as he spoke of a team that, despite its prestige, history, and global brand, has collected just 39 points this season, heading for its worst league tally since the 1930-31 relegation campaign, which would have yielded 29 points under the modern system. United have now lost 17 league matches, their highest number in a single top-flight campaign since 1973-74, when they were last relegated. The 9 home defeats in the league are tied for the most ever at Old Trafford in one season, matching records set in 1930-31, 1933-34, and 1962-63. The team is currently winless in 7 Premier League games, D2L5, equaling the club's worst-ever stretch in the competition, a record that dates back to late 1992. Even worse, United have fallen behind 1-0 at home 12 times this season, more than in any other Premier League campaign, surpassing the 11 such occurrences in 2023-24. Culture crisis, not just a football problem. While Amorim did not shy away from individual responsibility, he made it clear that the problems run deeper than tactics or form. Everybody here has to think seriously about a lot of things. "I'm talking about myself, the culture of the club, and the culture in the team," he said. He pointed to a lack of urgency, especially in domestic matches. "In the Europa League, we don't play very well, but we have urgency. We manage to focus and find a way to win. But in the Premier League, we lack that urgency in everything we do," he explained. "That lack of edge," Amorim said, "is threatening the essence of what Manchester United stands for. We need to feel like it's the end of the world when we don't win. There's a feeling now that it's okay because we can't change our position much, and that's a big concern. This cultural rot is not new." Accusations that United players pick and choose their performances have persisted for years, dating back to Jose Mourinho's tenure. Managers have changed, squads have been rebuilt, but the lack of consistent intensity has remained, a point that Amorim drove home with chilling clarity. Champions League carrot, a distraction, or a lifeline? Despite the dismal league form, United still have a major opportunity ahead. They will face Tottenham in the Europa League final on 21st May in Bilbao. A victory would secure a return to the Champions League, and financially, that prize is immense. Conservative estimates suggest United could net over $100 million just for qualifying through a combination of prize money, broadcasting rights, and 5 home match days. With the club already facing losses of over $370 million in the past 5 years, owners Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the Glazer family are likely counting on that payday. To reduce costs, United have reportedly begun a second round of staff redundancies, even limiting perks like free tickets and travel to Bilbao for employees. Yet for Amorim, the final is by far the smallest problem in our club. Champions League and Premier League, For us, that's the moon, he said. We need to change something much deeper than that. If we think playing in Europe solves the issue, we're fooling ourselves. His comments reflect a growing awareness that simply qualifying for elite competitions will do little to mask the decay within. The winner-bust mentality that once defined United's dressing room appears to have faded, and Amorim sees the battle to restore it as existential. Danny Murphy. Too much negativity? Not everyone agrees with Amorim's approach. Danny Murphy, a former Liverpool midfielder and BBC pundit, criticized the manager's tone. I get confused with some of Amorim's interviews and the amount of negativity that comes from them, Murphy said. I'm not a big fan of a manager constantly talking about how bad things are. I'd prefer more solution-based answers. Murphy argued that Amorim should focus on the upcoming summer transfer window and the chance to reshape the squad. They've got a final to look forward to. He has a summer to rebuild. A leader should be forward-looking to help the players, not just focus on what's wrong. What happens next? For Manchester United, the next 2 weeks are decisive, not just for their immediate future but for their identity. A Europa League win might offer a financial and reputational reprieve, but without sweeping changes in mentality, structure, and leadership, Amorim warns the club could find itself in similar turmoil next season. He's made it clear, if that happens, he won't stick around. If we start next season like this, I'll be the first to walk away. Thank you for watching Football and Social Change, your source for trusted sports news and insights. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay informed.